Being in the same order, confirm that.
Nzuki, Stephen, they are in the same order. Count 1 is for all the 5 accused. The charge of fraudulent procuring registration of document that on 7th day of April 2021 at the Ministry of Land at the House, in the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, we procured extension of lease for 50 years in respect of a parcel in the Nakuru municipality, Block 11/107, which led to issuance of certificate of lease to Nakuru War Memorial Hospital Limited. Is it true or not true?
Not true.
Second? You just
Not true.
Third?
Not true.
Fourth?
Not true.
Fifth? The second count is for Simon Watele Roger John. You are charged with the offense of forgery under section 349 of the Penal Code that unknown date and time jointly with others not before court with the intent to defraud. You forged a signature of Robert Otiti in a document, namely proposed list extension for Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107, and purporting that the said document originated from the Ministry of Land, Provincial Surveyor Office, Rift Valley, and signed by the said Robert Otiti. That you knew to be false or untrue. Simon, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Roger?
Not true.
Kipkemboi?
Not true.
Count 3 involve Mwangi, Roger, and Kipkemboi. Made that on a known date, time, and place within the Republic of Kenya with intent to defraud without lawful authority. You made a document that is proposed extension of lease, that is Nakuru Municipality, Block 11/107, purporting that the same document originated from the Ministry of Land, Provincial Surveyor Office, and you knew the fact to be false or untrue. Mwangi, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Joslyn, Roger Joslyn?
Not true.
Kipkemboi?
Not true.
Count 4, uttering false document that on a known date, time, and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, knowingly and fraudulently you uttered a forged document that is namely extension of lease to municipality block number 11/107. You purported that the document originated from the Ministry of Land, Provincial Surveyor, Rift Valley, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. Mwangi, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Roger?
Not true.
Kipkemboi?
Not true.
Count 4 is an offense of forgery under section 349 of the Code of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, with the intent to defraud. You forged a signature of Anthony Aroni Areri, a document namely proposed extension of lease. It is Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107, and you purported that the document originated from the Ministry of Land and signed by the said Anthony Aroni Areri, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. Simon, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Roger?
Not true, Your Honor.
Kipkemboi?
Not true.
Count 6, making document without authority. That on a known date, time, and place within the Republic of Kenya, with others not before court, with intent to defraud, without lawful authority, you made a document, namely proposed extension of Block 11/107, purporting the said document originated from the Ministry of Land, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. Simon?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Roger?
Not true, Your Honor.
The other accused?
Not true.
Count 7, uttering false document contrary to section 353 of the Penal Code that on a known date, time, and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, knowingly and fraudulently you uttered a forged document, namely the extension of lease, Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107, purporting that the said document originated from the Ministry of Land, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. The first accused, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
The second accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
The third accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count number 8 is forgery, contrary to section 349 of the Penal Code, that on a known date and time within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, you forge the signature of James Michoma, Director of Nakuru Plan Consultant, in a plan for the proposed extension of lease for a parcel that is Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107, purporting the said document was made by Nakuru Plan Consultant and signed by the said director, that is James Michoma, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. The first accused, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Second accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Third accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count number 9, making document without authority, contrary to section 357A of the Penal Code, that on a known date, time and place within the Republic of Kenya, with others not before court, with the intent to defraud and without lawful authority, you made a document, namely a plan from Nakuru Plan Consultant of the proposed extension of lease for a parcel that is Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107, purporting that the said document originated from Nakuru Plan Consultant, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. First accused, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Second accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Third accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count number 10, uttering false document, contrary to section 353 of the Penal Code, that on a known date, time and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, knowingly and fraudulently uttered a false document, namely a plan from Nakuru Plan Consultant for proposed extension of lease for a land block that is Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107, purporting that the said document originated from Nakuru Plan Consultant, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. First accused?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Second?
Not true, Your Honor.
Third accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count number 11, forgery, contrary to section 349 of the Penal Code, that on a known date, time and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, with the intent to defraud, you forged a signature of Kipkemboi for notification of approval of development permission, that is from PPA2, purporting that the said document originated from Municipal Council of Nakuru and signed by the said Kipkemboi, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. First accused, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Second accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Third accused? Count number 12, making document without authority, and that on a known date, time and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, with the intent to defraud and without lawful authority, you made a document, namely notification of approval development for PPA2, purporting that the said document originated from the Municipal Council of Nakuru, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. First accused?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Second accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Third accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count number 13, uttering false document contrary to section 253 of the Penal Code, that knowingly and fraudulently uttered a false document, namely notification of approval of development form, that is PPA2, proposed extension of lease for Municipal Council, block number 11/107, purporting that the said document originated from the
Guilty, Your Honor.
second accused,
Not true, Your Honor.
third accused.
Not true, Your Honor.
Count number 14, offense of forgery, contrary to section 350 of the Penal Code, that on 13th, this involved that on 13th day of April at a known time and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, with intent to defraud, you forged official search for business registration service purporting that the said document originated from business registration service, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. Simon?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Rogers?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Count number 15 also involve the first and second accused. Forgery, contrary to section 349 of the Penal Code, that on 17th the day of March in the Republic of Kenya, with others not before court, with intent to defraud you for official receipt. 3 officials receipt purporting that the said official receipt originated from county government of Nakuru, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. Simon, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
With Joslyn?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count 16. Forgery, contrary to section 349 of the Penal Code. This one involves Peter Mutwiwa Nzuki, that on 7th April 2021 at a known place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court with intent to deceive, forge a signature and handwriting of Tabitha Suma in a document naming these data from A and B, purporting that the said document was signed and written by Tabitha Suma, a fact that you knew to be false or untrue. Peter, is it true or not true?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count 17, abuse of office, that involves Peter. On 9th March 2021 at Land Office, Nairobi, as the Deputy Director of Land Administration at the House, properly used your office to sign a document, namely authority to open temporary file that led to extension of lease of Nakuru Municipality, Block 11/107, by not using the laid down procedure and correct document. Peter, is it true or not true?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count 18 also involves you, Peter. Abuse of office. That on 7th day of April 2021 at the Lands Office Nairobi as the Deputy Director of Land Administration at the House within the Republic of Kenya, you improperly used your office to sign a document, namely this document for Nakuru Municipality, Block 11/107 to the District Land Register by not using the laid down procedure. Is it true or not true, Peter?
Not true, Your Honor.
Count 19, abuse of office. It involves also you, Peter, that on 7th day April at the Lands Office Nairobi, as the Deputy Director of Land Administration at the House within the Republic of Kenya, you improperly used your office to sign and attest on a document, namely surrender of lease, by not using the laid procedure.
Not true, Your Honor.
Count 20, abuse of office. This one is namely the proposed extension of lease and recommendation for extension of lease for 50 years that led to the extension of lease of Nakuru Municipality, Block 11/107, by not using the laid down procedure and correct document. Stephen, is it true or not true?
Not true.
Count number 21 involved the Director of Land Administration within the Republic of Kenya. You improperly used your office to sign a document, namely proposed extension of lease, to notify Nakuru War Memorial Hospital that the government has approved the extension of lease for Nakuru Municipality, Block 11/107 for a period of 50 years by not using the laid out procedure and correct document. Is it true or not true, Stevie? Abuse of office is for you, Stevie. On 29th March 2021, at Lands Office, Nairobi, as the Assistant Director of Land Administrator within the Republic of Kenya, you improperly used your office to sign a document, namely proposed extension of lease, to notify Nakuru War Memorial Hospital and the rent for the proposed extension of lease for Nakuru Municipality Block 11/107 shall be retained, a fact that you knew to be false, as the land had not been assessed by the government valuer. Is it true or not true? 23, involve everyone. Conspiring to defraud, contrary to section 317 of the Penal Code, that on a known time, date, and place within the Republic of Kenya, jointly with others not before court, with intent to defraud the Republic of Kenya, a parcel of land registration number Nakuru Block 11/107 by use of forged document, purporting that the said document were from the Ministry of Land. First accused, is it true or not true?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Second accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Third accused?
Not true.
Fourth accused?
Not true, Your Honor.
Fifth accused?
Not true.
Yes, Ms. Lena, when will you supply the documents? Are you supplying them today?
We will endeavor to supply the same.
We have agreed to do a list of exhibits for consistency, and maybe we can take a mention in the month's time.
Any objection to the revision of the current contracts?
Yeah, okay, there's no objection, but then the issue of 1 month.
And so you can't oppose.
No, I'm not complaining
Ms.
about
Lena,
the month.
I think it will be in your favor. An objection in the retention of the
No,
bond
I'm
transfer?
looking at the, Your Honor, I'm looking at the number of counts.
Yes.
23.
It's about bond terms, whether they
Bond
should
terms.
retain the same.
I was, yeah.
We request that you get the same by bond terms.
Okay.
Yeah, that is also my prayer on behalf of the fourth and fifth accused persons.
It's also our position, Your Honor, on the part of the third accused person.
Yes, Mr. Minga, you were saying something?
Yes, Your Honor, I was saying that when you look at, I believe there will be a lot of exhibits and many witnesses. I would request, can it be possible give us, say, for 5 days for us to be able to get the statements and also go through together with our clients?
When is the hearing date?
July,
Dates are in July.
End of July, end of
Is
July.
that
End of
sufficient
July.
time?
Yes.
Is that sufficient time for you
Yes.
to get? I was thinking we take a mention date just to be sure that you have received all the statements.
Yes.
Are the witnesses here in the other charge sheet? I don't know whether you've given a different.
We don't have even a list of the witnesses, Your Honor. So
Ms. Lena, you need to give them a list.
no.
So when can you possibly be ready to supply the statements, Ms. Lena?
Your Honor, we can still take a month, and we can mention them up in the month's time.
How long? 2 weeks, a month, 3 weeks?
Time.
We can mention it towards the end of March.
Sorry?
We can mention it towards the end of March.
Towards the end of March?
Yes, yes, because
We just need to confirm that you have the documents. Because the more you push it ahead, the more the preparedness will be delayed. Towards March is okay?
Yes.
To all of you?
It's good.
Okay.
going to request on behalf of the fourth and fifth accused persons, because the travel from Nairobi and the next nation, or they can log in virtually from Nairobi. In light of the purpose of that mission, just to confirm that we will be supplied with the statements and documents, they do not need to travel. They traveled yesterday, we had to see the hotel and the costs that are involved. We can log in virtually in the ordination.
Your Honor, maybe before you give directions on the same issue, I would also wish the same to apply to the other accused person. This was also resident of Nairobi.
There is no evidence that they come from Nairobi. I believe the first and the second accused person are in Nakuru. So
Inclined to object appearing virtually, we appear in court.
You know, I can appeal on their behalf. I'm in Nakuru.
We are also in Nakuru. When maybe for the third and the fifth
For the
accused,
fourth.
third, fourth, and fifth, we leave it to the court to make that decision, but we wish they attend physically.
So again, the hearing is on 31st July, 5th and 7th of August. Mention on mention on 28th February for pre-trial proceedings. So, Ms. Lena, ensure that you have all the witness statements and documentary evidence. Since it is a process, that is a pre-trial proceeding and process, let all the accused persons attend court physically when they will be supplied with all those documents. So, all of them will attend court physically, as I mentioned.
What's the plan?
The bond terms that were granted to be sustained.